Have you ever wondered if there are things you do in old age that others notice, but no one ever tells you about? The truth is, as we get older, some attitudes and actions might make us appear unaware, unapproachable, or even unappealing to others. The problem: most individuals are too courteous to say anything, so you might never realize it yet. Here's the good news. Once you recognize these behaviors, you can quickly repair them, allowing you to display yourself with confidence, grace, and self-awareness. In this video, we're going to reveal 6 things that people typically notice in elderly adulthood, but rarely mention. These little behaviors can affect how others see you, how people engage with you, and even how you feel about yourself. The nicest part were, they're all fixable by making a few small tweaks. You can keep a strong presence, stay socially involved, and feel your best at whatever age. Stay with me until the end, because once you recognize these signs, you'll never look at aging the same method again. Not only will you get insight into how people perceive you, but you'll also learn easy techniques to stay sharp, stylish, and appreciated as you age. Now let's get started. Number 1, ignoring personal grooming. One of the first things people notice but rarely mention is when someone stops taking care of their personal grooming as we age. It's easy to miss little aspects like trimming nails, maintaining hair well maintained, or ensuring sure garments are fresh FRH and clean. The problem: these little things pile up and might impact a person appear older, more weary, or even less approachable. Take someone like Walter, an 82-year-old who had always been recognized for looking sharp, yet over moment, he stopped cutting his eyebrows, let his hair grow a little wild and starting wearing the same old shirt day after day. His relatives observed, his neighbors noticed, yet no one spoke a word. It wasn't until he looked in the mirror one day and realized how different he looked that he opted to have a haircut, shave, and change his clothing almost. Instantly he felt better, stood taller, and noticed people responding to him more favorable. The reality is, when grooming slips, it's not only about appearance, it's about how people perceive your energy and confidence. Research demonstrate that when people feel well groomed, they carry themselves differently, making them look more active and lively. Untidy, hair-growing nails, and even disregarding skin caring can make a person appear older and more withdrawn than they really are. So what can you do? Keep it simple. Regular haircuts, trim nails, and clean, well-fitted garments make a huge difference in how you show yourself. If skincare hasn't been a priority, a basic moisturizer and lip balm can prevent dry, flaky skin, helping you look and feel more refreshed. And if you wear facial hair, keeping it properly trimmed can instantly contribute to a polished, put-together appearance. You don't have to spend hours in front of the mirror. Just paying a little more attention to personal grooming can help you look healthier, feel more secure, and assure you're making the best impression. Potential number 2, speaking too loudly or interrupting discussions. A typically yet often silent concern that happens with age is a change in how we communicate. Many older adults start speaking far louder than they know, occasionally disrupting discussions or dominating debates without meaning. Because this frequently happens because of progressive hearing loss, which makes it harder to judge voice loudness. The tricky part: most people won't tell you. It's one of those things they simply tolerate but definitely notice. Take someone like George, a 77-year-old who likes chatting with friends and family. Over time, he started talking louder and louder, sometimes cutting people off mid-sentence without realizing it. His family noticed, his friends noticed, but no one wanted to disgrace him. One day, at a dinner gathering, he discovered that folks seemed to be backing away slightly as he spoke. That's when his voice had become significantly louder than he imagined. After having his hearing examined and making a conscious effort to lessen his volume, he noticed something intriguing. Chats felt smoother and people appeared more comfortable around him. The fact is, hearing loss starts gradually, and many individuals don't even aware it's affecting their speech. But when someone talks over, someone interrupts regularly or raises their voice too much, it can come across as overbearing or even disrespectful. Discussions should feel like a balanced exchange, not a competition for airtime. So what can you do? First, pay attention to how others react when you talk. If you sense individuals leaning back, lowering their own voices, or struggling to get a word in, it may be time to change your volume. If you suspect hearing loss, getting a simple hearing test can help you regain better control of your speech. Also, making an effort to pause, listen, and let others finish their ideas can make discussions feel significantly more natural and engaging. Speaking a natural volume and allowing space for actual back-and-forth discussion makes social encounters more enjoyable for everyone. And the best part, when you communicate with awareness and confidence, people will want to talk with you more, not less. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I commend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue developing good articles to enlighten and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, wearing old or ill-fitting clothes, one of the easiest things to ignore. With aging as clothing, many elderly folks cling to the same clothing for decades, either because they're comfortable, familiar, or simply because they no longer emphasize fashion the way they once did. The problem: garments send a message, whether we understand it or not. Wearing faded, stretched out, or obsolete clothes can make a person look older, becoming less put together, even if they feel amazing inside. Take someone like Harold, an 80-year-old, who has always been proud of his sense of style, but over time he stopped paying attention to what he wore, leaning on old baggy clothes that had lost their shape. His family observed, his buddies noticed, but no one said anything. Then one day he put on a well-fitted button-down shirt and a newer pair of pants, and something changed. People complimented him. He felt sharper, and he even stood a little taller. He didn't have to alter much yet. Tiny updates make a significant difference. The reality is, clothes impacts how others view your search. Demonstrate that people associate well-fitted apparel with confidence and energy, while big, worn old garments can convey the image of sloppiness or disengagement. This doesn't mean you have to chase contemporary trends, but a clean, organized, and purposeful look can create you feel more alive and valued. So what can you do? Start small. A few well-chosen pieces, a clean button-up shirt, properly fitted pants, or a stylish jacket can instantly refresh your appearance. Pay attention to hues that complement your skin tone and fabrics that feel comfy but still have structure. Even upgrading your shoes and accessories like a good watch or belt can make a difference, especially if you're unsure where to start. Asking for advice from a trendy friend or salesperson can help you discover options that seem appropriate for you. The key isn't to dress like someone else, it's to wear clothes that fit properly, look fresh, and make you feel confident. When you do, you won't just look better, you'll feel better, and people will notice. Number 4, complaining or condemning too much. One of the simplest ways to push people away without even realizing it is continuously complaining or criticizing. It's easy to get into the habit of commenting on anything that's wrong, whether it's regarding modern technologies, younger generations, hurts and pains, or just how things aren't the way they used to be. The problem, even when it's not meant in a negative way. This style of discourse can deplete the vigor from a conversation, making people less eager to spend time with you. Take someone similar. Roger, a 75-year-old who likes to share his opinions. At first, his comments were just little observations: how things used must be better, how young people don't work as hard, or how everything today feels rushed. But with time, his family and friends started engaging with him less. They still loved him, but they found themselves avoiding extensive chats because they knew they'd wind up hearing a litany of grievances. One day his grandson said, "Grandpa, do you even enjoy something these days that hit him hard. He noticed he had ceased focusing on the nice things in life. The reality is, negative energy is contagious when we frequently express dissatisfaction, even in little amounts. It alters the mood of persons surrounding us. It makes interactions feel hefty, and people instinctively gravitate, approaching positive. Instead, this doesn't mean you have to pretend everything is perfect, but balancing complaints with something pleasant, hopeful, or light-hearted can keep conversation pleasant. So what can you do? Practice awareness. Take attention to how often you bring up grievances or criticism in discussions. If you notice it happens regularly, difficult to yourself to shift the attention instead of saying things was better back in my day. Try arguing, things were different in my day, but I'm interested how this new way works. Instead of focusing on what's incorrect, search for anything intriguing or hilarious in any scenario. People enjoy being with those who make them feel excellent, inspired, or engaged in a significant approach. The answer isn't to repress your thoughts. It's to build a balance between concerns and appreciation. When you do, folks won't just love talking to you more, they'll seek you out because your presence feels uplifting rather than depleting. If you're still viewing this video and finding these insights valuable, please remark number 4 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and encourage you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, neglecting posture and body language. One of the most subtle but visible indicators of aging is how you carry yourself over time. It's easy to acquire a habit of slouching, shuffling when walking, or having a closed-off stance. The problem: individuals don't just hear what you say, they read your body language. And posture is a big aspect of that. A slouchy posture, impede movements, or avoiding eye contact can make someone seem feeble, disengaged, or lacking confidence, even when that's not how they feel within. Grab someone like Elena, an 83-year-old who had always been active, but over time she discovered individuals offering her extra aid, even when she didn't need it. Strangers assumed she was weaker than she was, and family relatives considered her as delicate. She didn't understand why till she saw a snapshot of herself standing with rounded shoulders, arms crossed, and a slightly hunched back. That's when she realized her body language was communicating the wrong message. After consciously focusing on standing up straighter, walking with more purpose, and sustaining eye contact, people started treating her differently, more as an equal and less as someone who needed aid. The reality is, posture influences perception. Research demonstrates that persons with strong stance and open body language appear more confident, energetic, and even younger than those who don't. Slouching makes you look more exhausted, while standing tall symbolizes strength and vitality. Even something as simple as keeping your hands visible instead of crossing your arms can make a difference in how engaging you seem in discussions. So what can you do? Start small. Pay attention to your posture. When you sit, stand, or walk, a simple technique. Envision a thread dragging you up from the top of your skull, and this naturally adjusts your spine without feeling forced. When walking, elevate your feet entirely off the ground, avoiding the frequent tendency of shuffle when in chat. Face folks directly, keep comfy eye touch, and utilize modest hand motions to maintain the interaction dynamic. The way you carry yourself determines how people see you, whether they view you as lively and confident or distant and disengaged. Simply making modest modifications, you can instantly appear more present, capable, and personable without speaking a word. Number 6, foul breath or body odor. One of the most difficult things for individuals to talk about, but one of the first things they notice is unpleasant breath or body odor. The fact is, as aging, our sense of smell weakens, meaning we might not detect changes in our own smell. Some drugs, dietary decisions, And even dehydration can contribute to this issue, yet most people will never discuss it. Instead, they'll merely keep their distance or find clever ways to cut discussions. Pick someone like Frank, a 78-year-old, who was usually the life of the party. Ellicott hanging up with old pals, but he started seeing that individuals weren't standing as close to him as they used to. His neighbor who used to speak for hours. It made discussions brief and remote. It wasn't until his daughter gently suggested he try a fresh mouthwash and take more water during the day that they realized what was happening. A few modest things like staying hydrated, using sugar-free gum and switching to a more effective deodorant made a huge. Suddenly people leaned in closer. Again, interactions felt warmer, and he regained his confidence. The truth. His dry mouth is one of the main causes of foul breath, and it becomes more common with age when the mouth doesn't create enough saliva bacteria grow up more quickly, resulting to persistent scent. Similarly, changes in diet, digestion, and metabolism can cause body odor to shift over time. Even something as simple as wearing the same clothes too many times before cleaning them can have an impact. So what can you do? Keep ahead of it. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day avoids dry mouth, and chewing sugar-free gum or nibbling on mints can assist boosts saliva production. Using an alcohol-free mouthwash keeps breath fresh without drying out the mouth. For body odor, wearing breathable fabrics, bathing regularly, and cycling between various deodorants can help eliminate lingering odors. And don't forget, washing clothes, bed sheets, and even hats. Wearing scarves regularly makes a bigger difference than you might believe. The key, having proper hygiene, isn't simply about feeling clean. It's about how others notice your presence. A few small tweaks can make sure that when you walk into a room, people lean in closer rather than take a step back. If you continue viewing this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I commend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue developing good articles to enlighten and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Final ideas. Now that we've researched this 6 overlooked yet impactful behaviors, take a time to reflect. The way we present, interact, and preserve our daily activities affects how people regard us, whether we understand it or not. But here's the best part. Every single one of these behavior is fixable. Small modifications, such paying care to personal grooming, altering how we engage in talks, upgrading our clothes, being careful of negativity, increasing posture, and keeping up with hygiene may make a tremendous difference on how we feel and how others respond to us. Maybe you've recognized 1 or 2 of these tendencies in yourself. That's absolutely normal. The key isn't to feel discouraged. It's to feel empowered. The fact that you're here viewing this video and wondering about these items means you care about keeping sharp, confident, and connected with the world around you. Aging doesn't mean losing your presence or influence. It involves refining it with a little effort. You can continue to command respect, maintain solid social connections, and feel your best every day. Thank you for joining us. Now we'd love to hear from you. Make a remark below and share 1 item you learnt today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts are vital to us, therefore don't hesitate to share them. Reading your remarks gives us immense motivation and encouragement. If you loved this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your contribution helps us continue making good material to inform and encourage you. Thanks for viewing, and we look forward to seeing you in the future video.